many conference call, and I need to communicate with people, co-workers in Singapore. They are Singapore and Indian.
Mm-hmm.
They are Indian, so I can only speak English to
Mm-hmm.
communicate with them. So I think I have spent a lot of time of learning English,
Mm-hmm.
especially in reading and writing. But I think I still have some obstacles in talking in English.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my purpose of learning English. And
Okay.
about my life, I am a um, common um, working working female
Mm-hmm.
in daytime, and I like to reading books and to make me more knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like to see a movie and traveling. Especially, I traveled many countries a few years ago. I have been to Switzerland, Japan, Spain, and Russia.
Mm-hmm.
But from last year, I got a task
Mm-hmm.
in my work, so I make more concentrate and more efforts on my work, on my job.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no plan of traveling recently.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's good to
Okay.
hear, and thank you for sharing about your life, your hobbies, about your job, and your purpose of learning English.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on your answer, um, okay, I've written, I forgot to tell you that you're supposed to write it down, and I'll just have to correct it. But anyways, that's fine. I was able to write some of your answers. All right, if you can
Okay.
see that
Thank
on your
you.
screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. So I need to by myself.
it's okay. We can just skip the writing. There's still part that you can write, so maybe we can do the writing part later.
Okay.
All right. So we'll just use it as your
Okay.
speaking, um, the speaking part on this one. Okay.
Okay.
So some of the sentences that I was able to write, like they are Singapore and Indian.
Mm-hmm.
So Singapore is a country, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
think you are referring to a person here, right?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
people who live in Singapore.
Yes.
So instead of using the word Singapore, we have to use the word, wait, because I have to highlight the word so you can remember later.
Okay.
Right. So it would be best to say, okay, oh, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, they are Singaporean
Singaporean.
and Indian.
Okay.
Okay, and another word that I noticed, the word make.
Mm.
Can you say the word again?
Make.
Okay, so All right, so make. Let me just look for the IPA of this word so you can remember later, okay?
Okay.
Do you also use a dictionary in case you don't know the sometimes if you're not sure how to pronounce a certain words?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so make. Just be careful in pronouncing the word because sometimes when I hear it you say it this way make.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, there should be a slant in when you pronounce the a sound.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
make.
make.
Yeah, that's better. All right.
Okay.
And what else? Okay, so here I make more concentrate in my work in my job. So you can better say I concentrate more.
Oh, count more. Okay.
More with my work.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say I concentrate more in my job.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. So I wasn't able to write some of your answer because it was really fast. So, but anyways, those are just the things that I noticed that you made a mistake. So yeah, you can do it
Okay.
better this way. Okay, so let's go to the
Okay.
speaking and reading part.
Okay.
By the way, before we move on, do you have any question?
So, if I continue to have English tutor,
Mm-hmm.
so I need to write it down when I speak.
Some of the part in the class or in the lesson will ask you to write it down so we can also check your writing skills. But
Okay, I
on
see.
some of
Mm,
the part will you will have a chance to speak and to read.
okay,
All right?
okay, I see. Okay.
All right. So part two, speaking and reading. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can read the article or yeah.
Read, reading. Okay.
Do you see the part two, speaking and reading part?
Yes.
All right.
Do I need to read it uh in my or
Read it aloud.
aloud?
Yeah.
Okay. Few steps to becoming an effective relationship builder. Build informal relationships with the people who are working around you. Make a point of greeting people who you normally don't speak to. Ask them about their interests and make it a goal to practice small talk with them. Listen to what they say and remember so that you can ask about a particular interest the next time you meet. When you are working as a part of a team or group within a department or a company, it is important to assess your contribution to the group's work. Think about how your efforts help and or hinder progress.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, can you say this word again? Uh,
Which were goal.
goal.
Go.
All right. Goal.
Go.
All right, that's better. Just very minimal mistake, but yeah, so we can still improve it. Okay? Just very
Okay.
minimal. How about this one? Effective.
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 All right, so what you can do, you can search a certain word again in the dictionary, and there are audio samples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Audio samples that you can listen, and then you can record yourself and compare it to the audio sample. So you will
Okay.
know if there's any improvement or that you need to do, or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can compare your the way you pronounce the word to the audio samples. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so just very minimal mistake. Okay, so let's go to the speaking part or question and answer part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you mean by relationship building in your own words or in your own opinion?
Mm, I think uh, as I as the mentioned in the article, we can have a small talk with others who work with
Mm-hmm.
in the time we meet, and I think he may keep good image of me if I remember what he said last time. Good impression. He will be impressed
Right.
of yeah.
Okay, so I think as mentioned in the article, we can have a small talk with others that we work with. I think
Yeah.
it will make a good impression of me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a small talk can make or can you will have a good relationship or building a good relationship with your coworker or with your office mate.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, what else aside from having small talk? What are the other things that you can do to have a or to build a good relationship?
Okay. When my colleagues met some trouble,
Mm-hmm.
met some troubles in work, uh, I can help him as long as I can, and I will give him some advice or solutions. Whereas if I met some troubles or questions about work, and he will uh, give me solution back.
I'm sorry, when
Mutual
you said when my colleagues will make a travel?
trouble, troubles,
Oh, trouble.
mistake, yeah,
All
troubles.
right.
Yes, I will give him some advice or suggestion to to make him make him solve his problem.
Make him solve his problem.
Whereas if I met if I'm in trouble or make mistake, he can help me as well.
Mm-hmm. Or make mistakes, he can help me as well.
Yes.
So it's like a give and take, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if when my colleague will meet some troubles or mistakes, I will give him some advice or suggestions to help him solve his problems. Okay, so make a trouble.
Make a trouble. Make a trouble. Make a trouble.
I will give him some advice or suggestions to
Mm-hmm.
make him solve his problem. To make him or to help him solve his problems. All right, you see the
To
difference?
okay. Help him solve his problems.
Right. Okay. So next one, how do you usually develop the competency of relationship building in the company?
Mm, how do you usually
What do you mean by competency?
ability?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you do relation? Mm, is this is the question similar to the question one?
Here in the first question, it's asking you the meaning of relationship building. On the other
Mm-hmm.
hand, the second question, how will you make the relationship building effective or successful?
Mm-hmm. Mm, but I think my answer will be similar to the first one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me other things aside from your answer on the first question?
Okay. What do you we mean?
Like, you can give me example aside from the one that you mentioned on the first question, like other activities that you can do aside from having small talk or helping your colleague.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I have 2 hours for lunchtime.
Mm-hmm,
So sometimes I will have a lunch alone, and sometimes I will invite my colleagues to have lunch together,
mm-hmm,
and we can have a talk at when we have lunch.
mm-hmm.
and we can talk about what we meet uh, on our jobs, and what we do on the weekend or what we do off the job.
Mm-hmm.
We can get together like friends to have a leisure time, and we also can discuss about work.
Mm-hmm. Right, very good answer. So, also you can have lunch together
Mm-hmm.
outside, right?
Yes. Yes.
I think what I learned from teaching English to uh, Koreans, Chinese, I learned that after work they
Mm-hmm.
drink with their office mates. So
Yes.
I think
Yes.
drinking is really part of work
Yes.
to build a relationship.
You mean drinking is a part of work?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's still part of
Yes,
work.
I am a part of work.
Yeah. You agree?
To yes, yes, I agree. And we can have a dinner. And our boss, my boss, sometimes we'll have we'll call a dinner with our team members
Hmm.
after work, and he wants us to build a relationship with each other to make to make uh, to make us cooperate smoothly.
Right. Yeah, good thing that I really appreciate that you learned how you pronounce the word make. So yeah, that's an improvement already,
Mm-hmm.
even during the demo class. Okay, so another word, boss.
Boss,
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, very good.
boss.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So yeah, having time to eat or drink with your office mates after work can also help in the competency or effectiveness of your relationship building. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So thank you for giving another example. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So let's go to part three, which is
Okay.
pronunciation test.
Okay.
All right, so first word, relationship building.
Relationship building,
Next, effective.
effective.
All right, yeah. Earlier, I remember I tried to correct that word and how you pronounce it, so I'll take note of that again in this part.
Mm-hmm.
Effective. Particular.
Mm-hmm. Particular,
Okay, assess.
assess,
Contribution.
contribution,
Competency.
competency.
All right, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so any question with regards to the words that you pronounced just now?
Mhm. What's the difference about the competency and ability?
Okay, so let me just. Okay, so when you say ability,
Mm-hmm.
this is just something that you do without thinking if it's going to be successful. But if you are
Mm-hmm.
competent or if you have competency, you are trying to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that your what you're trying to do will be successful or efficient.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
can have an ability, but you cannot, um, there's no assurance that that ability that you have will be successful or effective or efficient.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Okay.
okay, let me just take note of that so you can check later on.
Okay. So its adjective is competent,
Yeah, competency is an adjective.
not a noun.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you say a noun, it should be competence. Oh, wait, let me just clarify that just to make sure. They're actually the same. They're both noun. Competency and competence is they're nouns. Yeah, right. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're both nouns.
So, how to spell competent?
Competence,
You mean both of them are nouns?
right.
Competency and which word?
Okay. The other word is competence.
Oh, competence.
This one.
Okay, so adjective is competent. Competent.
If you want to use an adjective,
Eh? Yeah. Competent.
right, that's the adjective of the word competence or the noun
Mm-hmm.
competence or competency. If you want
Mm-hmm.
to use it as an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, let's just take note of that so you won't get confused of those words.
Mm-hmm.
Adjective. Yeah. It's really good way of learning vocabulary, how a certain word is being used in a sentence, right? If it's used
Mm-hmm.
as a noun or an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so any more question before we move on to the grammar test?
No.
Okay, so I think we can move on to the grammar test. So,
Mm.
can you answer the first question? She has been a teacher blank 10 years. He loves teaching
For 10 years.
for 10 years. This should be she. Oh, yeah, you put your answer there. All right. Okay, and this she. She loves teaching. Okay, so that's the
Mm.
preposition. Number two, an island blank surround by water. What's the passive form of surround?
Yes, surrounded.
All right, correct. Okay, number three.
Mm-hmm. Here runs the fattest.
How do you say it again?
Fastest.
Fastest.
Fa-
Fastest.
fastest. Fattest. Yeah, fastest.
That's better. Fastest.
So how to pronunciation?
Fastest.
Fastest. Okay, fastest.
Yeah, that's better. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number four. We enjoy blank tennis together.
Playing.
Playing. All right. So number five. Last one. Because he
Okay.
was sleepy, so he went to bed. Do you think this is a correct sentence?
No, because conjunction.
Mm-hmm.
Because and the so will not uh, exist in one
In
sentence.
one sentence. So how should you correct the sentence?
It can be said he was sleepy, so he went to bed.
Hmm.
Or because he was sleepy, he went to bed.
Very good. Okay, so you did great in the grammar test part. Oh, it's already 30 minutes. So let me just give you my the summary of the lesson today. So
Mm-hmm.
we discussed about relationship building, and like I said, you did great in the grammar test. And
Mm-hmm.
however, you have minimal mistakes when it comes to your pronunciation. So
Mm-hmm.
to improve that part, you can listen to audio samples, like I said, and make a recording of yourself and compare it, so you can see if there's
Mm-hmm.
any improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And on the writing part, we can improve that as well. I can suggest that you can write a diary or make an you can write your opinion in a certain article or newspaper if you like to read
Mm-hmm.
newspaper, so you can practice writing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So, Polly, I would like to thank you for tonight, and it's nice to see you and to have a demo class with you. And I would like to invite you again to the academy. All right. I hope you can
Okay.
decide to enroll so we can help you improve on your writing and speaking skills. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome, Polly, and you have a great night again. Goodbye.
You too. Bye bye.